What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel again. And first things first, I want to thank all of you guys because we hit 80 subs and we are on the road to 100 subs as well. And heartfelt thanks to everybody who subscribed to the channel, who watched the videos. And one of my shorts, actually, the Delab Dynamite, it hit 1.5k views. So thank you guys for that as well. And let's get straight into this video. As you can see, we have picked Aston Villa for this example. The 4-4-1-1 midfield, you can see from the title. I have set the title to best of both worlds. And let me give you guys a description what actually best of both worlds mean. It actually means that you can play the attacking brand of football with a solid defensive football as well. So you can choose any tactical preset you want. You can get on gegenpressing, you can get the tiki taka going, you can get the wing play, you can get balanced, you can get custom, or you can get kick and rush or counter attack, park the bus, anything will do. This formation, I think, in my mind, is the best versatile formation in FC25 currently. Alright, so there is no certain tactical preset, but I have put it to pressing because I like to play with a 100 high line. If you saw my formation breakdowns video, but the formation, of course, is the 4-4-1-1 midfield, and they had another version which was just called, I think, if I remember correctly, the 4-4-1-1, and it was, of course, the exact same thing but with a center forward. As FC25 doesn't have a center forward, the 4-4-1-1, the old one, not the midfield version, don't exist in this game. So that's that. And if you look at the formation here, you can see that it actually looks like a 4-2-3-1, but with, of course, right mids and left mids, not wingers. And why is this formation so versatile? Now I'm gonna tell you why. I said that you can put the tactical preset to anything you want. If you want to play defensive football, put it on counter attack or kick and rush or park the bus. Or if you like to tweak up a few things, play short passes, put tiki taka. Or if you want to play a very high energetic football, then get the gegenpressing one. Or if you want to mix and match, get the custom. So it's a very versatile formation, and depending on the players you have at your disposal, choose the tactical preset just like that. Build up style, yeah, absolutely. You know what? You can actually, in this case as well, just like the tactical preset, in this case, you can play short passing. It says you can see the mark right there. It will set it to custom, but it doesn't actually matter. Alright, the custom, it doesn't actually matter. You can play short passing, you can play on balanced, which is a mixture of short passes and counter attacks. You can play anything. Alright, so, and the defensive approach, it depends actually. You can either go for a low block if you are bad at defending. You can keep it on balanced if you want your side to give defensive flexibility. You can get it to a high line, just like I do, or an aggressive if you want a gegenpressing. So that's that. And the 4-4-1-1 midfield, it's called the 4-4-1-1 midfield for a reason. Okay, it's now showing a 4-3-1-2. Why is that? Man, this game sometimes makes me mad. Okay. So that's the 4-4-1-1 midfield, and it's called the 4-4-1-1 midfield for a reason. And you know the reason why? Because it actually, if you are playing a low block like this one, you have to set it to a counter attack build up style, of course. But it's called a 4-4-1-1 midfield for a reason, because you're actually packing the midfield, or you're playing a mid block, regardless of your defensive approach or the high line. I hope I can translate that correctly. Alright. So the build-up style, yeah, you can keep it to balanced, you can keep it to counter, depending, of course, on the players you have at your disposal, and of course on your skill sets. I mentioned this time and time again. Your skill sets matter. All right, you can actually play the narrowest of narrow formations if you have the correct skill set. All right, so that's that. You have to have the skill set as well. As I'm pretty good on defending and I play on ultimate difficulty with player based difficulty on, I always put my defensive line to 100. And as it's the 4-4-1 on midfield, you will see, I'll show you in just a bit, as I always show in a first half gameplay footage, that the high line, 100 high line, it pushes the mid block even more. So you have four midfielders. If you count Morgan Rogers, you have five. Then you have, of course, the four defenders at the back. If you push 100 high line with the 4-4-1 on midfield, it actually gets eight players in the midfield. And Morgan Rogers will push up top behind Liam Delap there. Alright, so that's that. And the build-up style, yeah, let's keep it to balance this time, why not? Tactical preset custom, yeah, you can do that. You can mix and match actually. Alright. If you want to play tiki-taka or a wing play, if you have fast wingers like I have even Rafinha and Daniel Malen there, you can do that. But you can do the tiki-taka as well if you have good midfielders like a Pedri or somebody like Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo, all those guys. I do have the midfielders there in, of course, Yuri Tillemans, Gallagher there, and of course Morgan Rogers. They're good on the ball. They can play short passing and build up. And Jared Banthwaite and Murillo back there, they can play as a. They do have some decent passing stats, and of course Neville, Molina, and Robinson there. Yeah, you can play the tiki taka as well. As I said, you have to have the players on your disposal. So there's that. The gegenpressing, yeah, you can do that as well. Park the bus, you can also do that. If you have slow defenders at the back, you can do that. Counter attack, of course, one of my favorite tactical styles. Kick and rush. That's the one where you play the long balls actually. So you have to have a deep lying playmaker. That's sort of stuff. But yeah, you can put the tactical preset to custom, tailor fit what suits you best. I'm just gonna go and play a first half match. Put the build up style on balanced. Why not? Defensive approach. Yeah, I always set it to 100. So that's that. And as for the player roles, it's a 4-4-1-1. So yeah, you have one sole striker up top. You have Liam Delap in this case. So get him as a poacher on attack. Yeah, Morgan Rogers. There is a catch here. If you put Morgan Rogers as a playmaker, he will come to back to defend. And if you put him on a classic 10, he will not come back and defend. So that's that. Keep that in mind. If you want an out ball, if you are playing defensive like parking the bus, or if you are playing a very deep low block, then you want your number 10 and striker to be your out ball. All right. So that's that. You can put Morgan Rogers as a playmaker if you want him to come back and help with the defense. And if you don't want him or your playmaker to come back and defend, put him as a classic 10. All right, with attack. So that's that. And as for the two wide midfielders, Rafinha, yeah, he has a winger plus, no problems. Let me give you guys a context here. The winger, the winger, it's actually a wing back. You know how I found that out? I was playing a game with a 3-5-2. And this thing, winger, it says a wide midfielder will always stay wide, hugging the touchline of support. And if you look at the focus on balance, the winger will offer both defensive attacking support. What does that actually mean? That's actually a wing back, not a winger. If you look at somebody like Alex Grimaldo, or Ruggeri there, or even Belanova from Atalanta, they are wingbacks, not wingers. So that's that. This role, the winger, with a focus on balanced, it's actually a wingback, not a winger. All right. So that's that. You can either do, you can mix and match and put Daniel Malen as a inside forward, put one on inside forward and put the other on just winger. If you are playing a left-footed left winger and a right-footed right winger. In this case, Rafinha and Daniel Malen both have 5-star weak foots. So another one thing I can show you guys is that I found out through my AC Milan career mode save is that this white playmaker thing. What it actually does is it's like a, I said in my Jose Mourinho video that it's just like Jose Mourinho Real Madrid video, that the white playmaker is this role. It's actually an inside forward, but he will not cut inside unless you want him to do so. And what I mean by that, it means if I receive, if Molina is on the ball, Daniel Malen, you will see if you put him on a wide playmaker, then you will see that he will stay out wide. When you get him the ball, when you are in control with your controller or your keyboard, then you can go out wide or you can cut inside. It's a pretty versatile role, the wide playmaker. But the inside forward, it has a limitation. Whenever Nahuel Molina is on the ball and you are running at full pace, you'll see Daniel Malen is already cutting inside. Alright. And if you're playing a team like Atletico Madrid, who are very dogged in defense, then this one is pretty. It's not gonna work that easily. But the wide playmaker, it will actually work because there will be a passing lane open. And as Conor Gallagher, he is on a box to box, and with Tielemans as a box to box as well. They will both go up and down the pitch, but you need to have that defensive coverage. All right. So you can put one on wide playmaker, one with a winger, but this is actually a wing back. All right. If you want your wingers to come back and defense, put them on winger on balanced. No problems with that one. Or if you're playing a left-footed left winger or the right-footed right winger, keep them both on winger on balanced or a wide playmaker. Don't get them on inside forwards because they'll cut inside automatically and you will struggle to find passing options. You'll get burst of the ball if your fullback is running at full pace. Alright. In my experience at least. So you can get them both on a wide playmaker with attack. Morgan Rogers, yeah, playmaker balanced. As I said, if you want him to come back and defend, put him on a playmaker. If you don't want him to come back and defend, put him on a classic 10. So that's that. And Liam Delap, yeah, poacher on attack, fine with that one. And as in the case of the midfield, as it's a two-man double pivot, Tielemans, yeah, he's an out-and-out box-to-box midfielder. He's not that fast, but yeah, he can do a really good job as a box-to-box midfielder. So that's that. And Conor Gallagher's case, you can either get him on a holding on defend. The shape looks like the ball with this, and either if you want to play a proactive approach, you can play him as a deep line playmaker with a build up. So it looks like this. He will stay behind Tielemans, don't get me wrong, but he can build up the play from the back, and Tielemans will crash into the box, come back and defend. So will Gallagher. That's that. If you are playing on the vanilla game, you will see that Gallagher is on the same level. I mean the line, on the same line as Gallagher. But as I'm playing on the Anthony James's gameplay mode, the deep line playmaker and the holding, it's pretty deep. So there's that. But if you're playing on the vanilla game, you will see that both Tielemans and Gallagher, or your two CMs, they will both be on the same side. Same side, I mean on the same gradient actually, just like Daniel Malen and Tielemans. They are on the same level. So there's that. You can put him on a holding and defend, alright. But you can put him on the deep line playmaker or you can either put him as a box to box if you are feeling very confident. As I was saying, on the same gradient, I was actually talking about this one. As you can see that they are both on the same line. But if you put him on a deep line playmaker, he comes back deeper. But in the vanilla game, it's actually not the case. If you put him on a deep line playmaker, you will see that his positioning is on the level of a box to box. But yeah, but it will work in the vanilla game as well. So no worries about that one. Put a deep line playmaker on a build up with a box to box midfielder. It actually works if you are playing a proactive approach of the 4-4-1-1 midfield. And if you want to play a low block, you can put both of them, one of them on holding and one of them on box to box. That will be fine as well. Alright. So in the case of the fullbacks, yeah, wingback on balanced. You can get them on balanced or you can get them on support. No problems with that one. And on the other side, same thing. Or if you want to replicate Pep Guardiola's one, you can also do that as well. Get him on a false back. As you can see, he will drift into the midfield, just like John Stones did, or Rico Lewis does nowadays, or sometimes Matias Nunes does. He comes back in the midfield to form a box. So there's that. You can do that as well. It's a very flexible formation and it works. But the wingback with a support, I like it. So that's that. And in the case of the defenders, yeah, you can, if you want to play a very high proactive approach of the 4-4-1-1, you can play a ball playing defender with a build up, both of them, like this one. But it will cause issues because as you can see that I'm pushing a very aggressive 100 high line, so it's a bit risky. All right, but if you are putting your high line on 70 or on 60 or 50 or with a low block, then you can build up the play from the back with the ball playing defender. But in my case, I like my defenders. If I'm playing a 3-back or a 2-back, 2 center backs, doesn't matter. I always put them on defender and balanced. And as for Martinez, it's a modern game, so keep him as a if keep your goalkeeper on a super keeper and balanced, it's fine actually. I also have David De Gea. He's more of a short stopper, but yeah, no problems with that one. It works actually. All right. And it's a very versatile formation. Another thing, guys, if you want to get Liam Delap on an advanced forward, then get Morgan Rogers to play as a shadow striker. Why? Because Liam Delap as an advanced forward, he will, as you can see from that green area there, his focus is centrally, but he will go out wide to receive the ball. And Morgan Rogers, as he is a shadow striker, if you look at his area, you can see that he will fill up the gaps centrally. If Liam Delap is going wide to receive the ball, Morgan Rogers will crash into the box, and so will Tielemans. So that's that. Alright. But it's better that if you have a sole striker up top and you have a physical striker like Liam Delap there with a brute force of a pace and very good shooting stats, it's better to give them as a poacher. And Morgan Rogers, yeah, playmaker, that's that. It's a very versatile formation. I said it's best of both worlds. I mean, and that by that I mean that you can play very good football with very good defensive coverage, and it's best of both worlds in another sense. In what another sense? In another sense, in the sense that I'm saying sense a lot, but in another sense, in the sense that you can actually play a custom tactic with various degrees of flexibility. You can go for a balanced defensive line, you can go for a low block, you can go for a high line, you can go for absolutely 100 maximum. So yeah, that's that. And the build-up style, same thing. You can go for balanced, you can go for counter, you can go for short passing, everything. And the thing that I like about the 4-4-1-1, because the thing I like the most about the 4-4-1-1 is that if you look at Rafinha and Robinson, or Molina and Malen, you can see they are pretty close to one another. If you are playing a 4-3-3 attack, which is the same thing, your wingers, Rafinha would have been beside Liam Delap, and so would be Malen. And in this formation, players are actually closer to one another. All right. So as you can see, Jared Benthwaite with the ball as well. If you see Robinson and Rafinha, they're closer to each other. You can see Gallagher and Brentwaite, they are closer to each other. You can see Morgan Rogers and Delap, they are closer to each other. Tielemans, Molina, and Malen, those three are closer to each other. And the defenders, they will not be susceptible to brutally fast counter attacks. So that's that. If you are experiencing a fast-paced counter attack, then your wide playmakers will actually come back to defend. Although it has an exclamation mark on defense support. By the way, guys, as the exclamation mark shows, I'm giving you a disclaimer. If you are playing on the vanilla game, get the winger on winger. Alright. Otherwise, they will not track back. If you are playing on the Unchange's gameplay mode, then they will track back. But in the vanilla game, they won't track back. If you are not using the winger. As I said, the winger is the winger role. As you can see, Rafinha as a winger plus. This winger role is actually a wing back. That's why he comes back and defends. He offers both offensive and defensive support. That's a wing back. That's not a winger, my man. EA did a blunder there, but they actually did a cheeky thing there. They said that it's a both defensive attacking support. They mix making runs in behind and offering themselves as a passing option. What does a wing back actually do? They actually do just that. So that's that. As I said, if you're playing on the vanilla game, put your wingers on wingers. And if you're not playing on the vanilla game and you're playing on the Anthony James's gameplay mode, put them on wide playmaker, no problems. I like to play with this one, so yeah, that's that. Tielemans, yeah, box to box, fine with that one. I put Gallagher on a holding and defend, so he stays back. Nothing going on right there, so that's that. And yeah, as you can see, we do have a decent amount of good players. Rashford, Yashin Hadley there, Pedro Neto, of course, Shido Obi Martin. Yeah, anything will do. So let's get this formation a test and against Fulham. See how it's doing. Nael Molina was injured. He recovered from an injury, so that's that. And yeah, we do have Ian Madsen as well, but he's out for the season. So we bought Robinson from Fulham there as a backup. Rafinha 22 goals. Yep. So Fulham kicked the game off. They're playing a decent amount of short passes. We're playing in the rain. As you can see that you're actually playing a mid block. A decent amount of mid block. They can't play through the middle. They have to go out wide. Or they have to pass out backwards. Here you can see. You're actually playing a decent amount of mid block. Not a decent amount, an actual amount of mid block. They're passing it around. Okay, that's EOB. He's in the box. But yeah, that's a nice tackle there. Now, what you can do is there's Robinson, nice touch. There's Rafinha there. That's a nice ball. There's Morgan Rogers. Nice pass out to Delap. Okay, then there's a foul. So yeah, that's a goal. As you can see that you're actually playing a very high amount of mid block. Your defenders, as I'm playing 100 high line, your defenders are going up high into the midfield, and your midfielders are closer to your defenders. So you always have a passing lane open. Alright, so that's Tete, the fullback. I think that's okay. I don't think that's Callum Wilson, but yeah. As you can see here, they can't actually play through the middle. They have to go wide. And if they can't get a pass through, as you can see here, they will pass it back. Also, that Tyreek Mitchell there. Yeah, they're going backwards. We could have intercepted that ball, but no problems. There's a EOB. Richarlison there. Yeah, they can't go past your midfield. So that's a very nice interception by Tielemans. We couldn't get the ball to Delap, but yeah. They're going long. That's a very nice ball though, not gonna lie. So that's Richarlison and it's wide. I thought Emi Martinez would rush and get it, but yeah. Yeah, you can build it up from the back. I think that's a passing lane open to Conor Gallagher. Yeah. Robinson there. Pass it to Gallagher again. You can play short passes or counter attacks, no problems. Tielemans, that was a weak pass, but yeah. As you can see that as soon as they try to go on the counter, we compact the pitch with that mid block. There's Emil Smith Rowe, of course, formerly of Arsenal there. Nice tackle. Yeah, that's Nahuel Molina return. He has returned from injury. As you can see, Daniel Malen is not going inside. That's the white playmaker actually. So now you can actually go inside, do a cutback conman. I think that's out of play for a corner. Let's show you another thing actually. Let's go to the tactics. I'm playing on 100. Let's get it to balance. See what happens. Okay, I think it's not changing. Yeah, that's a game glitch. Yeah, did a blunder there, so that's a game glitch. You cannot actually change the things in game. You could, but in this title update you can't. So yeah, we win the ball back. There's a Malen there. Conman pass it to Delap. Okay, as you can see, that's a Jared Branthwaite of all people. So yeah, they're trying to counter, but yeah, they have to go wide. Otherwise, there is no passing lane open. So that's a nice interception by Robinson. You can see we're going straight on our bike. So he's in. Have a shot, my man. Yep, so that's 2-0. As I said, guys, you have to have certain skill sets. All right, that's a pretty nice finish. Not gonna lie, on the volley, the ball is bubbling in the rain, of course. I'm just gonna play the first half like I always do, then recap like I always do. So that's that. So that's Diop. EOB there, yeah, backward sideways passes because they can't play through the middle. There's that. If they can, then the defenders are there to sweep things up. But as I said, always it depends on your skill set. I'm playing on player based difficulty with advanced defending, so there's that. I think that's half time. Yeah, so that's half time, and let me rewind and show you what actually is happening. Match recaps, nah, I'm not gonna show you that one. Let's look at this instant replay. All right, so let's look at the goal first. All right, so as you can see, they are Fulham are on the attack. They put the ball out wide. Robinson intercepts. Rafinha is running with him, but he's going all on his own. So that's a pretty decent finish. And then, fast forward a bit. Fulham kick the game off. And as you can see, that your 4 defenders, and if I pause it right here, you will see that 4 of your defenders and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of your midfielders are actually playing on the halfway line. So there's 5 players on a mid block if you don't count Liam Delap. So there's that. He's coming back to defend sometimes as well, but here you can see that there is actually no passing lane open. They did get the ball to Richarlison, but he cannot find a passing lane unless he goes backwards. Alright. Here you can see as well, where in the ball side or the side where the ball is being played, they are overloading that side to push Fulham to a back pass or to a lob pass on the other side of the pitch. So there's that. They did a back pass there. Let me give you guys another example before the goal. All right. So as you can see, Fulham get a throw in there. They're trying to. Here you can see as well. Let's rewind a bit. Yeah, here you can see as well. They win the throw in, but as you can see, that the man marking is absolutely on another level. That Fulham player, I think that's Emil Smith Rowe, he has to pass it backwards. Otherwise, there is no passing lane open. So that's the gegenpressing one. I know it's custom tactics, but I'll show you another cheeky thing. Alright, so they get past the defense, but Jaron Braithwaite is there to clear things up. And now what is happening here is that you can see on this side, let's rewind a bit, Daniel Mullen, he was playing inside. Nahuel Molina, as soon as he received the ball, let's look at it, Daniel Mullen is coming back to his wider position. Here you can see that. Receives the pass, goes past everybody. Then, when you are control of your winger, you can cut inside. But that's gone out of play, so that's that. But that was actually a decent cutback. If you look at it, that was actually a decent cutback, and it was going to Rafinha there, and that would have been a goal. So that's that. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you another thing. Why I actually said it's the best of both worlds. I set the tactical preset to custom. Alright. But you saw that we were pressing, we were man marking, everything. And you know why that happens and when that happens. It happens when you push a very aggressive high line. As you can see, it says on the description, the most front-footed defensive approach, adopting a high line that focuses applying press once the opponent makes a mistake and setting offside traps, but uses more stamina. What does that actually remind you of? It reminds you of Jurgen Klopp's Dortmund. It reminds you of Ralf Rangnick's Schalke. It reminds you of Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool. This aggressive 95 to 100 high line, it's actually a gegenpressing. If you saw my Marcelo Bielsa murder ball video, then you will know that I set the build-up style to counter, but I set the defensive approach to 100 because of that pressing. It triggers the gegenpress, and the build-up style counter, it speaks for itself. Marcelo Bielsa's murder ball, it was actually a 4-1-4-1, not a 4-4-1-1, but it's the defensive approach in aggressive, it actually triggers a gegenpress with a man-to-man. So that's that. And the build-up style, I have kept it to balanced. As we saw there, let me go back, see the replay. Robinson's goal, yeah, we could have, there was a solo goal, so he won the ball back, went all on his own. But if you look at Liam Delap's goal, it's actually passes with a build-up play. So that was a well-timed pass. If you see the drone footage, Here he receives the ball. That was a foul, but yeah, he kept his composure and the ball went in. All right. It's a very flexible formation. All right. It's a very flexible formation. And if you have somebody like Rashford, who is a winger, he can also play as a striker. But in case of Rashford, as he's a winger, not a striker, you can get him on an advance forward. All right. Or in the case of if you want Christian Listes, Hungarian of course, he gets a -2 there. But you can actually play him as a false 9 because he's a cam. As you can see, he has a false 9 plus. All right. With a focus on build up. He's a cam, so has a false 9 plus. Drops deep to dictate play. And if you don't know who Christian Listes is, he of course plays for Ferencváros in Hungary. And those of us who know Christian Listes, they call him the second coming of Dominic Szoboszlai. Yeah, he's 20 years old, 74, has a lot of potential. So that's that. And Shidovi Martin, his profile is more like a Liam Delap. As you can see, he has 81 pace. He's young, but yeah, 18 years old, 6'2". That's that. You can put him if you're playing wing play. You can put both Delap and Shidovi Martin as a target man. But I will highly recommend that you put the tactics to custom, because as you all know that putting the tactics to different things won't let you do certain things, like this wing play one. If you choose to put Delap as an advance forward, it won't let you do that. Also a poacher, it won't let you do that. False 9 not gonna work. It's only tailored towards target forwards. So that's that. And Morgan Rogers' case, yeah, you can put him as a shadow striker, classic 10 and a playmaker, but yeah, that's fine. But yeah, that's that. And you cannot actually do certain things. As you can see, it's the midfield, it's fine. The defender, if you get one of them on defender, the other one you can also get them on defender. Goalkeeper, sweeper keeper, yeah, fine. Wing back. But here you can see another problem emerging. If you put the wing play, you cannot actually play wing back on both sides. You have to play attacking wing back on one side and a traditional wing back on one side. So that's that. So that was the 4-4-1-1 midfield variation, the best of both worlds. As you saw, that it's a very flexible formation. You can play and win everything with this one. And as I said, it's becoming a pretty long video, but as it's a versatile formation, it's tailor fitted to every FC player or FIFA player. All right. If you are starting with a professional difficulty, if you are struggling with defending, you can use this formation as well. And as I saw, and as I said on the when I was showing you the replay, that it actually creates a mid block. All right. If you're pushing 100 high line, then you are triggering that gegenpress. But it's not necessary. If you are good at defending, do that. If you are not good at defending, put your defensive line low. It doesn't actually matter that much. All right. But it's and you also have to have good players, or the right the right players at your disposal. Let me go back to my screen and say, Jared Brentwaite, as you can see, he has 76 pace and Murillo has 86. But if you look at the defending and physical stats, they are on the same par. And Neville Molina's case, he has almost 90 pace. That's 92 pace if you count that +3. With Robinson there, he has also 89 pace and 93 pace as well if you count that +4. Rafinha there has a 90 pace. Daniel Malen has an 88. So yeah, you have to have the correct players. If you had Harry Maguire and Will Fires from Leicester there, then you can't actually play an aggressive high line. All right, you can play that, but I wouldn't recommend it if you are bad at defending. All right, so that's that. But if I was playing Harry Maguire and Will Fish at the back, I would have pushed 100 high line because I am pretty decent at defending and I play on advanced defending as well. So that's that. So that was the 4-4-1-1 midfield variation, guys. It's the best of both worlds, both on attack and defense, and it's versatile. All right, so that's that. So thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you all for subscribing to the channel, for watching the videos. And yeah, if you want me to continue, I will continue doing the formations breakdowns and tutorials and all that stuff. I think I'm gonna do the 3-4-3 flat next one, or the 3-4-2-1, the Javi Alonso or the Ruben Amorim one. That one is also a pretty versatile formation. So that's that. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I thank you guys wholeheartedly for subscribing to the channel, liking the videos. And if you like this video, please hit the like button, and please hit the subscribe button as well. If you are not subscribed to the channel, it's a new channel. We are on the road to 100 subs. We are currently on 80 right now. So that's that. It's a 2-month-old channel. So yeah. And another thing I'm gonna tell you guys is that last but not least, we passed the 10,000 the 10,000 view mark. So that's a milestone right there for a new channel. The 10,000 view mark, yeah, it's a pretty nice one to see. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something about this formation, the 4-4-1-1 midfield. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Keep your friends safe, keep your family safe, keep yourself safe, of course. And that's it for me today. Cheers and goodbye.